Hi everybody, it's Don. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, let's talk about the huge difference in emotion, feelings of health and safety between Canada and the United States, especially on the announcements yesterday. So here in Canada, we have a saying, if the government is going to make an announcement late in the week, it's usually bad news. It's pretty simple. It's usually going to be bad news, and the later in the day it is, the more bad news it's going to be. So yesterday here in Ontario, our minister announced an extension to the stay-at-home order. That we now will not even think about reopening anything or easing the stay-at-home order until June 3rd now. By the way, this started out as a 4-week shutdown. This will now make it 8 weeks of a shutdown, and it may continue. In Quebec, they just announced, hey, we're doing much better now in our hospitals and that in the Outaouais, which is Hull and Gatineau, where I'm close to living to. So you know what? You guys can now stay out from 8 o'clock to 9:30. That's right. We're easing the curfew restriction that you can actually stay out till 9:30. You can go in your front yard until 9:30 at night now. We should all be thankful. Great job, everybody, in the job you're doing against the fight of COVID. That's the news we're getting here in Canada. Our Prime Minister is coming on and saying, we're hoping to have things much more normal by the end of the year. We're calling it a 1-dose summer, 2-dose fall. Because you know we're waiting 4 months to give our second dose of our vaccines here in Canada. So now they're calling it a 1-dose summer. Everyone's going to get 1 dose, and then we can open up a couple. Maybe you can golf. Maybe we'll let you, because you can't golf right now. They've closed all the golf courses in Ontario. You can't go golfing. There's circles on the ground for picnics, etc., etc. In Quebec, you can't go outdoors after 8 o'clock in some regions unless you're walking your dog, and you can only do that if you're by yourself. And now our Prime Minister isn't even trying to say that we're going to get through the summer with 2 doses for everybody. Now it's a 1-dose summer, 2-dose fall. That's his new chant, his new rallying cry, everybody. That's the messages we're getting here in Canada. 75% of our small businesses in Canada are at 50% revenue from the previous year or less. Many businesses have closed forever, including iconic businesses and restaurants here in Ottawa that have been around forever and were highly successful until the governments kept playing ping pong with the shutdowns. And we just heard our Greyhound bus service here in Canada is no longer going to be existing. They're shutting down, so no more rural bus routes out to the smaller towns and smaller communities by Greyhound bus services. That's what we're getting here in Canada. And what are you getting in the United States? Some states are now saying, they're lifting all the restrictions on how many people can go watch a hockey game, a baseball game, a basketball game, how many people can enjoy sports again. Oh, you don't have, if you've been fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask anymore indoors or outdoors, and you can get together with your family. You're going to be able to celebrate 4th of July. You guys are going to be able to celebrate 4th of July fireworks and basically celebrate getting over the pandemic. And one of the reasons they're saying, of course, that you can, do these things without a mask now is they're trying to get that percentage of the population that is resistant to getting their vaccine or has been resistant to get their second dose for some reason. If you got your first dose and you had a headache for 2 days, and then you're saying, well, I'm not going to go get the second dose, think that over. I mean, that's really ridiculous. I mean, does that mean your life shuts down every time you get a headache? I mean, it's not the end of the world to get your country back to normal. I will spend a month in bed, tired and drowsy and sore, if that means the country can open up at the end of that month. That's the way I look at it. Because look what's happening here in Canada. We're not even thinking about a reopening plan. There is no reopening plan right now. It's shut down. They are asked numerous times in Canada here, the government was asked, what numbers do we need to reach to start reopening? So is it a case count thing? Is it a percentage of people who are testing positive? Is it the ICUs? Is it the hospitalizations? What is it? What is the numbers that we can look to? Okay, we're approaching this number. That means when we get near that number, we can start opening up. And the government just keeps saying, well, we're looking at it. We're studying it, everybody. We're keeping an eye on those numbers. Yeah, but what number do we need to reach? Well, we're looking at it. We're looking at those numbers. Is there not a number? At what point do you say, okay, you know what? If we get down to only 200 hospitalizations in the province of Ontario, then Ontario will open. Currently, we're at 800 and some. That means that it would drop 75%. Does that not seem like at least a number that you can at least hand out to people to give them hope, to give them encouragement? Because by the way, today's a pretty momentous day here in Canada. It is May 14th. And what the significance is that we started vaccinating people December 14th here in Canada. So it's exactly 5 months of vaccinating people against this virus in Canada. And currently in Canada, we have 3% of our population fully vaccinated. So you hear all these spins about how the new rollout, we're doing really good. Vaccines are more plentiful now. We're getting 2 million doses in this week. It's really good. 3%. 3% of our population has been vaccinated, only fully vaccinated. In the United States, it's approaching 40% fully vaccinated. That's why you guys can open up. Things can get back to normal in the United States. That's why you don't have to wear a mask if you've been fully vaccinated. God, no, even if we said that here in Canada, what, it'd be a couple hundred people? Congratulations, in the city of Ottawa, you have 19 people who don't have to wear a mask anymore. It's absolutely, really, really mind-boggling. Because people are saying, well, you know what, United States is a big manufacturing place, so they were able to manufacture their own vaccines, and of course they kept them for themselves. They didn't allow shipment to any other country, and that's the right thing to do. You protect yourself first, and then you help other countries, right? You protect your own populace. Absolutely correct. But Canada doesn't have a vaccine manufacturing per se. But guess what? The United Kingdom didn't either. They didn't have a vaccine manufacturing area. But what their government did was, the minute they saw that this was spreading around the world, they started investing in making production of their vaccines. And guess what? The UK is ahead of even the United States in percentage of the population vaccinated. They're opening up almost completely starting Monday. That's right. They invested in that. What did we do here in Canada? Well, we tried to make deals with China, to work together with China to come up with a vaccine. With China. the most unreliable partner you can have when you're a North American business. And that deal fell apart within 3 weeks. Within 3 weeks, it fell apart. Did Canada say, oh, well, that's not going to work. Let's start figuring out something to manufacture here? Nope. We'll just rely on other countries to send it to us. Of course, the other countries are saying, well, yeah, but we're going to do us first. We're going to vaccine us first, and you guys can have the leftovers of what we have. That doesn't work, right? 3%. 3% vaccinated. So, congratulations again, UK and the United States. Your vaccination rollout has been amazing. And here in Canada, our vaccine rollout has really been an embarrassment. Considering Canada is considered one of the richest countries in the world, with a very small population. And we can only manage in 5 months of vaccinating our people, 3% have been fully vaccinated. Tell me again how great our vaccine rollout is here in Canada. Go ahead and tell me.